Karma isn't revenge, it's justice served by the universe. Every action has a reaction, and their time has come. What they thought they got away with is now circling back. You don't need to fight. Let karma do its work. They planted seeds of negativity, and now they're reaping the harvest. Don't gloat, stay humble. Karma is a lesson for them, not fuel for you. The lies they told are now unraveling, one by one. What they wished for you, they're now living themselves. Karma moves in silence but always strikes with precision. God doesn't sleep, and neither does justice. Stay focused on your path while karma handles the rest. Their betrayal wasn't the end, it was the beginning of their fall. What they did in the dark is now being brought into the light. They can't outrun the energy they put into the world. Every manipulative word is now coming back to haunt them. Karma doesn't forget, even when you've moved on. The pain they caused you is teaching them lessons they can't ignore. What goes around always comes back around. The universe doesn't miss. Karma hits when it's time. Let karma teach the lessons you were too kind to give. Their arrogance is now their downfall. Karma humbles the proud and exposes the wicked. Stay silent and watch as the universe delivers its verdict. They underestimated the power of truth, and now it's catching up. Every trap they set for you, they're now falling into. You don't need to lift a finger. Karma is already at work. They laughed then, but now the tables have turned. Karma has a way of showing up when they least expect it. Their actions were loud, but karma's response is louder. They can't escape what they created for themselves. The energy they gave is now the energy they're receiving. What they thought was their victory was actually their undoing. Karma doesn't play favorites, it's fair and balanced. Their schemes are now working against them. The universe has a way of balancing the scales. They thought they were untouchable, but karma touches everyone. Every lie is being exposed, one layer at a time. What they built on deception is now crumbling beneath them. Karma teaches lessons no one can ignore. Their mask is falling, and the truth is being revealed. They can't outrun the consequences of their choices. Karma has no deadline, but it always arrives on time. They're finally feeling the weight of the pain they caused. The same fire they lit for you is now burning them. Stay at peace while karma delivers justice. They thought they were above the rules, but karma sees no exceptions. Their arrogance is meeting humility in the harshest way. Karma brings balance where chaos once reigned. They may have laughed at your pain, but they're not laughing now. What they stole from you is being returned tenfold by the universe. Every betrayal is a stepping stone toward their own reckoning. Their silence now speaks volumes as karma makes its move. You don't need to confront them. Karma is the loudest voice. The harm they caused you is now teaching them empathy. Karma doesn't forget the seeds they sowed, good or bad. They thought they destroyed you, but they only set you free. Every lie they told is now unraveling in front of them. Their foundation, built on deceit, is crumbling. Karma is the great equalizer. It spares no one. They thought they escaped, but karma has found them. Their victories were temporary, but karma's justice is eternal. The same games they played are now being played on them. Stay patient. Karma works in its own perfect timing. Their actions are now boomeranging back to them. Karma humbles even the most prideful hearts. What they thought was power was merely borrowed time. Every hurt they caused is now being returned to them. The truth always wins, no matter how long it takes. They can't avoid the consequences of their actions forever. Karma exposes the darkness they tried to hide. What they meant for harm is being turned into your good. Their manipulation is now their undoing. The same energy they used to tear you down is now tearing them apart. Karma doesn't discriminate. It delivers what's earned. Their regret will grow as karma continues its work. What they gave is what they're now receiving. Their pride blinded them, but karma is opening their eyes. The universe doesn't forget. and neither does karma. Their false victories are now becoming their greatest losses. Stay in peace while karma takes care of the rest. They're now living the reality they created for others. Karma moves in silence, but its impact is loud. The pain they caused you is now teaching them humility. Their manipulation is being dismantled by the truth. Every action they took is now reflecting back on them. What they planted in darkness is now growing in the light. Their own choices are becoming their greatest teacher. Karma's lessons are unavoidable and undeniable. They thought they were winning, but they were only delaying the inevitable. The tables have turned, and they can't stop it. The same road they used to hurt you is now leading them to their own lessons. What they thought was their triumph is now their trial. Karma doesn't miss a single detail. It's all being accounted for. Their schemes were short-lived. Karma's justice lasts forever. They built their house on lies, and now it's collapsing. Every hurtful word they spoke is echoing back to them. Karma doesn't announce its arrival, but its presence is undeniable. They thought they were untouchable, but karma sees everything. What they did in secret is now becoming public knowledge. The same trap they set for you has caught them instead. They thought they were ahead, but karma has leveled the playing field. Their cruelty is now teaching them lessons they cannot avoid. Karma holds everyone accountable, no matter how powerful they seem. The truth they tried to bury is now rising to the surface. Every betrayal is now a weight on their conscience. They're discovering that karma never forgets. The energy they put into harming others is now surrounding them. Karma is dismantling everything they built on dishonesty. The games they played are now being played on them. They underestimated the power of universal balance. Every ounce of pain they caused is coming back multiplied. The lies they told are now unraveling before their eyes. Karma doesn't need witnesses. It works in silence. What they celebrated as their victory was only the beginning of their downfall. They're realizing that every action has a consequence. The same darkness they projected is now consuming them. Karma waits patiently, but it always arrives right on time. The harm they caused others is now a mirror reflecting back at them. They thought they escaped, but karma always catches up. What they broke in others is now breaking within themselves. Karma doesn't ask for permission. It delivers what's deserved. The web of lies they spun is now tangling them in their own trap. They thought they were in control, but karma is proving them wrong. Every injustice they committed is now being balanced. Karma works in ways they never anticipated. The chaos they caused is now returning to their doorstep. They thought they could manipulate the truth, but karma has exposed it. Their arrogance blinded them, but karma has opened their eyes. What they laughed at is now what they're living. Every toxic action is now a heavy burden for them to bear. They're learning the hard way that no one is exempt from karma. The peace they tried to steal from others is now missing from their own lives. Karma is stripping away their false sense of power. The same pain they inflicted is now shaping their own reality. They thought they could outrun the consequences, but karma is faster. Their lies are now being exposed by the truth they feared. Karma doesn't play favorites. It's fair and just. The universe keeps perfect balance, and now they're facing it. Every wrong they committed is now a lesson they must learn. They're finding out that no one can escape the law of cause and effect. The peace they disturbed is now a storm in their own lives. Karma is proving that what you give always comes back. The foundation of deceit they built is now crumbling. Every step they took against others is now a step back for themselves. They're discovering that the truth is always more powerful than lies. Karma moves with precision, leaving no loose ends. They thought they could control everything, but karma controls them now. The betrayal they delivered is now a burden they must carry. Every manipulation they used is now unraveling their own plans. Karma is teaching them lessons that pride had blinded them to. The darkness they spread is now overshadowing their own lives. They're finally feeling the pain they caused others. Karma isn't punishment, it's a mirror reflecting their choices. They thought they were winning, but karma was keeping score. Every action they took in the shadows is now being illuminated. They underestimated the power of universal justice. The same walls they built to trap others are now enclosing them. Karma is balancing the scales they tipped unfairly. Their laughter has turned into silence as karma delivers its lesson. The harm they caused is now echoing in their own lives. Every scheme they created is now falling apart. Karma doesn't rush. It arrives exactly when it's needed. The lies they told are now revealing their true character. They're realizing that every action has a reaction. What they tried to destroy in others is now crumbling within them. Karma doesn't need revenge. It simply restores balance. They thought they escaped justice, but karma doesn't forget. The pain they inflicted is now returning full circle. They're learning that the universe always corrects its course. The truth they hid from is now staring them in the face. Every time they thought they were winning, karma was waiting. The same energy they used against others is now their own undoing. The storms they created for others are now raging in their own lives. Every deceptive move they made is unraveling their facade. Karma is patient but relentless. It doesn't stop until balance is restored. They thought they could manipulate their way out, but karma sees through it all. The energy they sent out to harm others is now their reality. They're realizing that karma spares no one, no matter how high they think they stand. The seeds of chaos they sowed are now the weeds choking their peace. Every false friend they created is now exposing their truth. They played games with people's hearts, and now their own is breaking. Karma is rewriting their story, one consequence at a time. They thought they were clever, but karma has a sharper mind. Every manipulative plan they hatched is now a trap for themselves. The happiness they stole from others is now absent from their own lives. They laughed at the pain of others, but now their own tears are falling. Karma always finds the right moment to teach its lessons. They're facing the mirror of truth, and they don't like what they see. Every harmful intention they had is now their own undoing. They're learning that power gained through deceit is never lasting. Karma is the teacher they tried to avoid, but now it's unavoidable. They thought they could escape, but karma is faster than they imagined. The trust they broke is now the void they feel in their own lives. Karma's lessons are loud, even in the silence. Their fake smiles are fading as karma reveals their true face. They thought they were invincible, but karma is showing them they're not. The lies they told to get ahead are now pulling them backward. Karma moves with divine timing, never late, never early. They're realizing the damage they caused has come full circle. Every time they tried to break someone, they were breaking themselves. The chaos they created is now their new reality. They underestimated the power of truth, but now it's staring them down. Karma is a reminder that what's done in the dark will always come to light. The peace they disturbed in others is now the storm in their lives. They thought they were smarter than everyone, but karma is outsmarting them. Every betrayal they committed is now their burden to carry. The lies they used to build their image are now tearing it apart. They're discovering that success built on deceit is destined to crumble. Karma doesn't rush, but it always arrives with precision. They mocked others' struggles, but now they're struggling themselves. The harm they caused is now a weight they can't escape. They thought they won, but karma is reminding them that the game isn't over. Every time they pushed others down, they set themselves up for a fall. Karma is stripping away the facade they worked so hard to build. They're learning that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The pain they caused is now shaping their own reality. Karma is humbling them in ways they never expected. They thought they had control, but karma is showing them otherwise. The trust they broke is now their greatest loss. Karma is balancing the scales they tipped unfairly. The lies they told are now their greatest weakness. They're learning that manipulation only works for so long. Karma is reminding them that the truth always wins in the end. Every time they thought they were ahead, karma was right behind them. They're realizing that the energy they put out is the energy they receive. Karma is turning their pride into humility. They underestimated the power of the universe to restore balance. The harm they caused is now a shadow they can't outrun. They're discovering that karma never forgets, even when they do. Every action they took to harm others is now a lesson they must learn. The false friendships they built are now exposing their true self. Karma doesn't discriminate. It delivers justice to everyone equally. The peace they disrupted is now absent from their own lives. They're finding out that no one escapes the consequences of their actions. Every manipulative word they spoke is now working against them. Karma is teaching them the value of honesty and humility. They thought they were clever, but karma's justice is sharper. The chaos they created is now the storm they must face. Every lie they told is now unraveling in front of everyone. Karma's lessons are harsh, but necessary. They're realizing that every hurtful action has a price. Karma doesn't need revenge, it simply restores balance. The harm they caused is now the pain they feel. They thought they were in control, but karma has taken the wheel. The happiness they stole from others is now missing from their own lives. They're discovering that what goes around truly does come back around. Karma is reminding them that no deed goes unnoticed. The lies they spread are now a web they're caught in. Every time they tried to tear someone down, they were tearing themselves down. Karma is the great equalizer, sparing no one.